Irritably Braindead. Irritably Braindead. Braindead. Brain. Irritably Braindead.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Irritably Braindead, a show where we discuss music, current events, culture of the state, shower thoughts, and interview our friends. We're a weekly podcast, and you can follow us on Twitter at IRR Braindead Pod, and you can listen to us on Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, and really anywhere that you listen to podcasts. Also on our socials, we have a link tree. So if you want to find a certain link, just click on that and you can be directed to the next site. So I'm Samantha.
And I'm Erin.
And this is episode 3. So
yeah,
hey, bro,
we made
how
it.
you living?
Heck.
Yeah, that
hey,
we did.
I'm just living at home.
Same shit.
No shit. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I actually did today? I paid for my tuition for grad school.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Big deal.
I literally got. It's real now. You know what I mean? Like,
it is real.
I got an email earlier and it was like, "You have a statement.
You
please
paid
pay
that
it
bill.
Immediately." Yeah, and I was just like, "Hey, Dad, you want to help me out?" And like,
can I borrow several $1,000s, please?
Exactly. No, I mean, my parents like invest in education, so it's not like whatever. But anyway, so I told my dad like, "Oh, I got a statement from the school, like we need to pay it," and then he was like, "Oh, just email it to me," and then like I just typed like, oh, what did I even say? I'm gonna find it because I saved it.
It was so cute.
It was. I said, "Thanks for
Go ahead.
spending money on me to get another fancy piece of paper with a heart." And then he emailed, dude, my dad will email me more than text me, and it's so funny. But he said,
such a dad thing to do.
It is. And then he said, I'm going to like this paper with your name on it, and it will be priceless with a heart. And I was just like,
oh.
Yeah.
No, that's really great. And that is, I mean, you paid the bill and now it's like, you're in. And
I know,
all
it's crazy.
you really have to do now is move. And unfortunately, you can't just jump straight into normal classes. I mean, your first day of grad school is going to be in your living room. But
yeah, so
that's how it is.
Yeah,
right
so
now.
my school will be doing classes online for the first month. And then our orientation is also online, like over Zoom. So it'll be weird. I know it's for the best, but it still is kind of like a little bummed out, a little disappointed, but like it's 2020 and it's just constant disappointment. So
think about what
disappointed
a story
but not
that
surprised.
Is,
I know. Absolutely.
How was grad school? Well, it started on a freaking laptop.
Yeah.
Like, for sure.
And like, to be fair, like I'm lucky in that way where like I'm gonna be studying something that like is mainly computer based. Like it's not gonna be difficult for me to like get work done because I'm just gonna be on a computer 24/7 basically all the time. So, and I know like people who have like one of my friends is teaching a class and like she has to do lectures and like that type of stuff, but then also still take grad school classes. Dude, I literally mention her like every single podcast, but like it just is relevant. And like the last, like she'll kind of comment or like do like commentary whenever she's like listening to a podcast of ours, and she'll be like, "Oh, there's me again." And I'm like, I can't help it. Like it just is relevant to the conversation.
If the shoe fits.
But shout out to you. You know who you are. But yeah, it's just becoming real, and it's just I'm excited, but.
Man, you move on the 15th.
Kind of nervous, but yeah.
That's nutty. Erin moves in 2.5 weeks.
Yeah. When we post it, this episode, it'll be like almost 2 weeks. Like exactly.
Yeah, you leave on so yeah, the 15th is Saturday. Just to timestamp this episode, we are recording on July 27th. The idea is to put it out on Friday the 31st.
Can you believe August is like around the corner?
Man, like, it's a beautiful thing and also a scary thing.
Yeah.
It's so weird how time is passing so quickly, yet every day just feels very
the
monotonous.
Same or very slow, but then it's really not that slow. It's so weird.
Nope. And then it's occurred to me that so much time is passing. I am getting older, and I wouldn't say I feel stagnant because 2020 has been a year of exponential growth for me. I have been forced into living habits and just a lifestyle that I would not have voluntarily chosen myself. Like when
Yeah.
quarantine hit, months leading up to it. So I don't know if you guys can tell from the everything about me, but I am super social. I love to go out and I go to shows and I always want to go out and drink and see people. And then I would run into this problem where I was consistently living paycheck to paycheck. Like I could make my bills, but like the last couple days of a pay cycle were always like outrageous and uncomfortable. I'm like, am I
That's
going to get gas or
stressful.
eat today? And it shouldn't have to be like that. I'm like, yes, I understand that
Yeah.
being young, this is your time to have fun and see people and ball out and do whatever. But it's honestly really fucking stupid when you're like bartering necessities. You're like, okay,
Yeah.
what can I do without? It's like, you can do without going to like this one show this one time.
Yeah.
Saving, $50 it'll help you. So with quarantine, I ended up saving a lot of money, getting more rest, not being
That's really
as,
good.
not staying up so late. And I was like, wow, this is self care. These are the changes that I wanted to implement for a long time, but didn't have the discipline or the self control to do. And because of it, I'm doing a lot better. But at the same time, it's like that's a lifestyle that I never voluntarily would have chosen. So
Yeah.
now life
This
was
year is
like,
very unexpected in so many ways.
yes. Yeah. And it's
Um,
not something that we've ever had to do before.
yeah.
It's been strange.
On a lighter note, we had a little reunion last weekend, which
Yes,
was
we all got to
so
see each other in
nice.
person for the first time since last December.
Yeah, when we celebrated our birthdays because it's a week
The
apart.
most endearing yet tacky thing you've ever heard. Aaron and I had a joint birthday party last year.
And we went karaokeing with our friends.
Yes. It was really sweet. Yeah. And we just like
No, it
bar
was a
up.
ton of
We rode
fun.
the light rail. I had a good time. I had a great time.
Oh,
I
I
love you
miss the
guys.
light rail so much.
I do too.
That's probably the one thing I miss the most about UNCC is just the convenience of the light rail.
I
Okay,
know.
so
I
if people who
love
are
that
listening, if you
feeling.
don't know, UNC Charlotte or in just Charlotte in general, they have a light rail system where it's just a train that it ends at UNC Charlotte on campus, and then it goes straight through like Noda and South End and downtown, and then like kind of also where it ends is kind of maybe like 10 minutes from where I live, like in South Charlotte. So it's just the super convenient public transportation, and it makes Charlotte feel like a city, like way
It
more.
does. I love the feeling of public transit that is like classy and convenient. And it's not due to not
Yes,
having
and
a
it's
car.
nice too. It's not
It's
just
because
like
you're in a metropolitan area
yeah.
and it has that metropolitan feel to it.
Yeah, dude, whenever, like, I, and we'll get onto this on a later episode, but, like, I drag my dad to rock concerts, like, constantly. And whenever I was living in the dorms, my parents were at home, like, my dad would, like, we would meet in the middle at the epicenter. And, like, cause what's that arena called? I guess not PNC. I'm, like, forgetting,
Time
like,
Warner Cable.
Yes, yes. The Spectrum Center. Oh my God.
Oh, it's
I
now
miss
Spectrum
concerts
Center.
so much. Yeah, no, you're fine. That
Yeah.
was the old name.
You
But
could say that again.
me and him would meet in the middle, like on the train. And it would be so cute because like he would come on one side and I would come on the other. And then he would always wait for me to like get on my train, even if he had to wait another 20 minutes for his when it was like 11 p.m. at night. But I just
I
have like
love
fond
that.
memories of that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's special. And it's a very notable part of Charlotte.
Yeah.
For sure. Oh,
Um,
I learned something interesting the other day that I wanted to share with you.
what's up?
So, my misconception of why Charlotte is called the Queen City. So, I was under the impression that it was named after Queen Charlotte. Is that what you were told as well?
Yeah, is it not?
Well, I learned something from a dear, dear friend of mine who lived in Burlington, Vermont, and that is also noted as the Queen City. The Queen City refers to a city and a state that is not the capital, yet the most populated. Isn't that
Whoa.
cool?
I think
Yeah,
Cincinnati, Ohio is also Queen City.
that's
And I
why.
think there was a thing where like Trump called or I don't know, he called something like Queen City and I think
Yeah, but it wasn't Charlotte. I know what you're talking about.
it was something else. Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, but
There's
isn't that a
multiple
cool
queen
concept?
cities though. Yeah.
However, I do think that the correlation of Queen Charlotte is not false. I do think that that has relevance, and that's why Charlotte is known as like the Queen City.
It's probably
Like,
also named Charlotte because of her.
yeah, I mean, well, think about like Atlanta is obviously the
Probably.
most populated city in Georgia. Meanwhile, the capital is Augusta. So I've never heard
really?
that referred to
I
as
did
the
not
Queen
know
City.
that.
I think so. Am I wrong?
I thought Atlanta was
No,
the
Augusta is the capital of Maine. I'm a fool. What is the capital
Whoa,
of
that is a
Georgia?
completely different state. And not
Oh,
even
I
close.
know my capitals and my cities and my states. I was real good at geography. Capital of Georgia. I think it's Augusta. Am I wrong? Oh, it is Atlanta. I
Yeah,
was
I was gonna say,
wrong.
like, it's definitely Atlanta.
Damn it.
And
It's
because it's
Augusta,
in the middle
Maine.
of the
Now I have to
state.
Google it. Wow, I typed Maine, Main. Has an E at the end, you idiot.
No, like
Yes, it
the
is the
main.
capital. Ugh, I'm stressed. Anyway, we all learned something today.
Yep. Do you want to get into our debate?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know
Okay,
what the topics are, and I'm
I
worried
will
about
tell
that.
you in a second. So last week we did early bird versus night owl, and it was 50-50.
Was
So
it
yeah.
that we both get a pat on the back, and you all should donate to our Venmos because we're really smart. And Erin, she just paid that hefty bill for grad school.
I mean, I didn't pay it, but you know.
The Telemans paid it, and that's all you have to
We
know.
paid it as a family. Dude, it's like that thing where it's like, oh, everybody is a winner, everybody gets a trophy.
Everyone gets a trophy, a participation trophy. It's
Oh man.
whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, so this week I thought it would be fun to do Vine versus TikTok.
Oh, bet. Okay. All right. All right. All right.
You have TikTok.
Yeah. Wow. Of course, you gave me the one that I hate. Okay,
Hey,
great.
it's the random picker. It wasn't me.
I know. I know.
Oh man. Okay, you can go in 3, 2, 2.5, 1.
The superior social media platform for sharing short videos is TikTok, and here's why. It makes me physically ill to say this. TikTok provides you the opportunity to put in captions in the video itself, so you can say more. You can incorporate music, which you could do on Vine as well, but Vine wasn't as long. TikTok gives you more time, and TikTok, I think, has a bigger audience currently. Like Vine was big enough, but it didn't draw in as many people, and a lot of like Viners turned YouTubers. They took that platform to YouTube, and now the people on TikTok are very prominent on TikTok, and there are millions and millions of users, and it seems like something that's not just going to like dissipate in like a year. So yeah, that's why TikTok is the supreme platform for sharing videos of the liking. Is it? Do I
And that
have
is
time for a
time.
shout out? Damn. All right.
You can shout out though. You go ahead.
Cool. I'm gonna shout out my Birkenstock tan that I just noticed like 2 seconds ago. Damn, if
Your
that ain't the
what?
whitest thing I've done all summer. Yeah, man, I have a Birkenstock tan.
Oh my
Oh, wow,
god.
that's weird. I never thought I'd be one of those people. Anyway, if you see me in person, don't look at my feet. Okay, Erin, your turn.
Just wear socks with Birks. No, don't actually do
I would
that.
literally never fucking do that. Do you know me at all?
No, I do.
Did
I
Erin
do.
just say socks and Birks to my face?
Dude, I was kidding.
I'm gonna hang up on you. Just
Jeez.
kidding. We have a show to do. Okay,
We got
argue
stuff to
Vine.
do.
The side I wish I had.
Yes,
Go
I'm
ahead.
Vine. Okay, so obviously the superior platform is Vine because even though it is 6 seconds, that gives you a constraint or like more of a restriction of like you have to be funny and creative in a very short amount of time. And Vine let you do that. And okay, can we talk about how there are so many Vine compilations on YouTube and there's still so many Vines our friends and I like all of our friends just like reference today. Like it's still
It's like
prominent. I
referencing
don't
SpongeBob.
see that happening with TikTok personally. And like you mentioned, like there are Viners that turn into YouTubers, so they have a bigger platform and they've created their own brand. And I think there's more opportunity that's arisen from Vine than TikTok. Like, I can't tell you, maybe I can mention like 1 or 2 people that I know from TikTok, but that's kind of it. So that's it. Time.
Good.
And you can go on our social medias, Instagram and Twitter, and vote. And who you thought won.
Who made the most compelling argument? Before we jump off this topic, speaking of Viners turned YouTubers, Aaron and I always make the comparison that we are like the female counterparts to Drew Gooden and Danny Gonzalez.
Yes.
If you see it, let us know, because
Yeah.
I 100%. I had a shirt for the longest time that said Truly Greg, because I was big into Danny Gonzalez. And then I fucking lost it. Oh, last year, I don't know if I've talked about this before, but one time I stayed in a hotel and my laundry got stolen.
No.
Yes. Oh my God.
What
And
hotel was it? 'Cause some of them are sketch.
I didn't
Best
pick
Western.
the hotel. No, it was not a Best Western. Because we don't. What is their chain? It's not Marriott. I used to work for Marriott, but
Oh, really?
we stayed at. Oh God, I forget. It was a Quality Inn. I know that
okay. I
because
don't think I've ever been in one of those.
you don't want to. So my lovely cousins. Wow, that is so funny. I bring up this story because my cousin Jan just texted me. Hi, Jan, if you're listening, I'm talking about you and I love you. It's when her and my other cousin Sophie came to visit, and then they were like, no, let's get out and get an Airbnb or a hotel room and get you out of the house. So I was like, great.
Yeah.
And then I did 2 loads of laundry and one of them got stolen.
No, that is horrible.
Unfortunate. Lots of good work dresses in there.
And this is when you didn't have a laundry, or like you didn't have a
Yes.
washer and dryer, right? Like,
Yeah,
you
that's why I
mentioned
brought
that
it there.
before.
Yeah, for the longest time. So I've lived in my house for we're going on 3 years, and for the first year and a half, I didn't have a washer and dryer. So I would do my laundry usually at my mom's house. Like whenever I'm in Charlotte, I would just take my laundry down there, because I do laundry probably 3 or 4 times a month. Either that or I would do it whenever I was visiting my boyfriend at the time, because his mom or his grandparents rather had a laundry room. So I would do that. And then it's funny because we decided all right, we're going to stay in this house for a while. Let's be adults about it and get a washer and dryer. And then quarantine hits, and oh my God, I'm so thankful that we did that. That would have been problematic if we had to go 2 months without doing laundry.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
No, I would have just harassed my mom to be like, look, I don't need to come in the house. Just wash my clothes, please.
Yeah.
All
right. I think we're going to take a little music break, but we'll be right back.
I don't care, said I don't feel a thing anymore. You know it's a damn shame, still numb from the Novocaine I endure. Said I don't feel a thing anymore. It's just like you just seem to take my breath away. Like me to finally push you away. Push you away. Just go on and lose me. Just go on and lose me. I don't care. Said I don't feel a thing for you. It's a lie, I swore just one more time. She's a heart attack, I'm coming back for more. No, it's just like you just seem to take my breath away. It's just like me to finally push you away. Push you away. say. It's just like you to say something's better. It's just like you to say. It's just like you just seem to take my breath away. It's just like me to finally push you away. It's just like you just seem to take my breath away. It's just like me to finally push you away. It's just like you just seem to take my breath away. It's just like me to finally push you away.
That was Just Like You by Saddest Lost. They're an indie rock band from Raleigh, North Carolina, and you can find them on Spotify, Instagram, and that will all be linked down below. I just wanted to come on here and say a quick PSA that we're now incorporating music into the show. Last week we had our friend Ben, so thanks to him again for kicking that off for us. Go follow him. But we just want to have local bands and artists on the show. So if you know any, please let us know on our social medias. We want to support local and smaller artists and creators because we are a small creator. But we have a lot of fun things planned for the music breaks in the next couple of weeks, so get excited for that. I've rambled on long enough, so let's just get back to the show. Thanks, guys. All right, and we're back. So for this week, I thought it would be fun. Well, actually, no, this is Samantha's idea. And you could talk about this because I really don't know
Yeah.
much about it, but go ahead.
Actually, I think, well, so I was the one who raised the topic, and then it was your idea to take a test, and then it occurred to me, okay,
Right.
so our topic is Enneagram theory. I don't know how many of you are familiar with Enneagram. It is a personality test detector thing, and it's very interesting. I find it very accurate and very complex. There's so many things that you can learn through Enneagram. There are 9 personality types, and here's the thing. I know a lot about it. I know a lot about my type, my points of integration and disintegration, but I've never taken a test because my mom teaches a course on it. And I've watched her gift talks. I know, Linda, she is a scholar. She has, I mean, she's given lectures at, do you know where Winthrop University is?
Yeah.
Yeah, for like years, she would give
Wow.
seminars on
How-
Enneagram.
How did she get into it, though?
So her line of work, she's a spiritual director. She works for the Charlotte Spirituality Center. I don't know if anyone has ever heard of it, but my mom started that business when I was like 12, maybe. Yeah, a long time ago. But yeah, it's come so far too. But yeah, so
Cool.
she is a spiritual director or just spiritual direction in general. It is very, very similar to therapy. But it's more in discovering, spiritual identity. Which of course correlates to things going on in your personal life. Like I've done a lot of spiritual direction. My mom's friend Carol has been my person that I bounce back and forth with when I need spiritual direction. But yeah, super interesting. And Enneagram is a big part of that because it can help you understand, what your type is, like at the surface level. And then every type has their points of integration and point of disintegration. And those yeah, it's cool. Like, for instance, I am a type 4. I'm the individualist, which is funny because my point of integration is Aaron's personality, which is the 1. When the 4 is at their best, they are behaving as the 1 because they take on a leadership role. They are channeling their creativity and their motivation into leadership. And then my point of disintegration is the 2, which is the helper. But I don't help in a healthy way. I do it when, like sometimes when I expect people to do something for me in return, or I'm overextending myself and not setting boundaries, that kind of thing. Enneagram, I find it very fascinating, but I've never taken a test because my mom was like, yeah, you're a 4, trust me. And then I read her up on it and I was like, yeah, you're completely right about that. I'm a 4 with a 5 wing. Do you know your wing, Aaron?
I don't. I've taken the test twice, but I think I kind of like half-assed it. Like I didn't really like pay attention to it much, or like I just did it quickly. So I think the test that we're going to take is a little bit more official.
Perfect.
Because the first time I took it, I was 2, which I think is the helper, and then I got
That's not you.
1.
Yeah, you're 1. For sure.
So I guess we'll see, like, if we actually get the results that
Yeah.
we've said.
Aaron,
So
for the longest time, I thought you were a 5.
what is that?
Which is fine. The investigator. Actually, oh
Ooh.
man, can I go into something? Can I go into something briefly that my mom told me and it stuck with me forever? It's a good way
Yes.
to help commit the types to memory. I think you guys will find this fascinating. Okay, so everyone knows the phrase shit happens.
Yeah.
Take that phrase and apply it to the types. The type 1 is is it the revolutionary or
Or
shit?
the
It's
leader?
the leader. Shit happens, but not on my watch.
Ooh, I
The
like
type,
that.
yep. Type 2 is the helper. Shit happens, but I'm here for you if you need anything. Type
Aw.
3 is the perfectionist. I make shit happen. The
Ooh, I like that a
4,
lot too.
the individualist, or man, there's another type. It's the one that's like I don't know.
I don't know either.
The original title for the 4 is the individualist, but there's another name for it. I'm blanking right now. But the individualist is, why does shit always happen to me? The
Ugh,
type 5 is the
I know somebody like
investigator.
that.
The investigator, the person who's just observing, says, "Look at
Yeah.
all this shit going on."
Mm-hmm.
The type 6 is the loyalist. Your shit is my shit. I'm here for you.
Wow.
The 7 is the 7. Man, I always forget the enthusiast. For me, I associate it with like, oh, the life of the party. That's not the official title for it. It's the enthusiast.
Mm-hmm.
I think for the 7, it's fun shit happens when I'm around.
Okay.
Type 8 is the challenger. I think it's don't bring your shit around me. And then the type 9 is the peacemaker, the neutralist, the person who says, shit, what shit? My mom taught me that, and it's a good way to understand the types on the surface. So,
That's
Mom, if
really
you're listening to
cool.
the podcast, you've inspired me to inspire the youth. Thank you, friends, for listening.
Wow. The youth being like people that are our age.
I know. And saying that
Yeah.
to our listeners who are, 3 years older than us.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready to take the test if you are.
Hell yeah. Baby's first Enneagram test. All right.
There's statements, and then there are 5 different choices. So there's a spectrum of inaccurate, neutral, and then accurate. So I'm thinking that we should say like very inaccurate and very accurate for like the
For the
2 polar
extremes.
opposites. One, yeah, exactly, and then just
Right.
accurate and inaccurate for the 2 in the middle, and then neutral. Okay, so the first one is I strive for perfection. That is very accurate for
Literally
me.
fucking never. I would be in
Uh,
college and get a D- on something and be happy about
no,
it because it was passing. I'm sorry,
no.
Aaron. I didn't need to tell you that. All right. So I'm going to say that's
I think for me, like it depends on like if I care about something, I will put like 150% into it. But if I don't
right.
care, then I'll put like 50%.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. So yeah, I would dare to say the same. I'm definitely more lackadaisical about it. I would dare to say inaccurate because 80% of the time I'm here to pay my bills. Like, nah.
yeah,
I work hard to be helpful to others. I'd say I'm neutral about that. It
yeah,
depends
me
who,
too.
and which is very selfish and like
I
very
wouldn't think
me.
so though. I mean, like at a certain point, you can't just like give yourself to others. You have to have
Yeah,
some self for
which
yourself.
is my point of disintegration. The 4 disintegrates to the 2.
Because I used to be like
You
that when I was
overextend.
younger, just like
Yeah.
giving myself or like putting others first, and then like when you grow up, you're like, wait a damn minute, I gotta stop doing that because
Wow, it's
like
almost like people walk all over you when
exactly,
you
and
don't
then
set boundaries.
right,
Crazy.
yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, it is important to me that other people like me.
God fucking yeah. I hate that
Yeah,
I
I
agree
guess
with
say
that.
accurate.
Yep, very accurate. I'm an airhead and a princess, so it's important that people like me all the time,
Oh my
which they
god,
don't. All right, go ahead.
I don't know. I haven't really encountered that many people that just dislike me for no reason.
Right.
Oh,
And
which like
Aaron, like I've known you, you're not really one to like stir the pot.
Not really.
If you have beef with someone, it's probably because they came at you first, and it was something that was like worth being angry about. Oh yeah,
Oh
if you're
yeah.
listening, you know who you are, even though you're not listening. Good, welcome to our podcast. This is reserved for what's that scene from a Cinderella story where she's like, "This is for cool kids only, no geeks."
Yes. There's like I'm such a geek.
Yes. It is
Go ahead.
important to me that I achieve great things.
Very accurate.
Yeah,
Very
man,
accurate.
I'll be honest, my definition of great and then like society's definition of great, it varies. So I'm going to say neutral.
I make more significant contributions than the average person. I'm gonna say accurate.
She said, not to toot my own horn, but iconic.
I
I'm
mean,
going to
like, I don't know. Like
say inaccurate. I
like
don't make them more
to
significant per se.
I
Go
like
ahead.
to like be in or like I just like to do the most. Like
Yep.
I am good at like being efficient and just like getting shit done. So I feel like not to toot my own horn, but like I
Right.
don't really like to procrastinate, just like things like
Good.
that.
That's what makes you a good student, a good leader, and just, I mean, it makes for a very sustainable lifestyle because I've been a procrastinator, a super procrastinator my entire life. Oh man, my poor dad could tell you just how bad I am with procrastinating. And then I fall behind in school, and it's like, well, maybe
Oh
if
man.
I worked on it a
I
week
mean,
before, but why would I do
there's
that when
different
I can
types of
stress myself
intelligence,
out
so you can't like
monumentally?
yeah.
You're right. You're right. Okay. I feel my emotions very deeply. Smashes the very accurate button until my hand bleeds. Wow.
I'm gonna say
That is
accurate.
me. Yeah, very.
Just accurate. I have a sense that other people will never truly understand me.
Enneagram type 4, where you at? Nobody
Oof.
understands me. Do you remember so it wasn't last Halloween because we spent last Halloween together, but the Halloween
Yeah.
before. Yep. I was I dressed up as like a prom queen, but I had
Oh,
like
you did?
tears painted on my face.
I don't
Yeah.
remember seeing that. You'll
Yeah.
have to send me a
So
picture later. That is
yeah,
amazing
so
though.
it was well, I did that and I had a sash that said misunderstood.
Oh my god, I love that. Is that
Thank
2018?
you. Actually, no, it was 2017. You don't want to know what I did in 2018. It's stupid and emo and it's a pun. I hate
Oh my
myself for
god.
it. Anyway,
Oh
if you were
man.
there, you know. So I have a feeling that people never understand me. I used to feel that way, and then I stopped being such an airhead about it. So I would say neutral.
Yeah, I think I used to think like that a lot too. I think I'm gonna say neutral too. I think deeply about things. Not really. Like the whole thing of like, what's the meaning of life? Why are we here? Like I personally
You're not a
think that's just a waste of
philosopher.
time. No, I think it's
Yeah.
a waste of time. I am
Sometimes
here to
it's relevant,
speculate. Oh
but
yeah, I mean,
you're not a philosopher. You're not,
no, it's just
always seeking. Yeah,
yeah. I don't need to like know why constantly or like what
yeah,
if or like whatever. Like I
yeah.
don't know. It's not
Who fucking
real.
cares? It is what it is.
Yeah, just I don't know.
Right.
You waste time thinking about why we live life, and you should just live life anyway. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I
that's
think
just
you
my
waste time if you think about it too often.
too
But I
much.
feel like
Yes.
if
Oh,
you have a philosophical nature and that is
oh,
something that appeals to you, like my brother actually, who I know is listening to this. Hi, Johnny. He had made a mention of how philosophy and discovering the deeper meanings are very meaningful to him, and it helps him get a better understanding of why people are the way they are. So if that works for you, cool.
oh
But
yeah,
there's no
definitely.
reason to ponder it forever if it doesn't like feed your head.
Yeah.
I think deeply about things. I don't think that that's the same as overthinking. I think overthinking is like futile thoughts. So I'm going to say
Mhm.
neutral. I am
I-
prepared for any disaster, buddy, not in the slightest. So we're going to say very
accurate.
inaccurate. Yeah,
Accurate
good.
for me. I'm a little too over prepared sometimes. Dude, there are so many boxes behind me. Like it is.
Oh,
Oh
it's
my.
stupid. She's ready to pack. Erin, you're one person.
I know. No, literally the other day, like I was telling my parents, like, oh yeah, I started packing and like writing like the things that are in my boxes down on my phone so I know where everything is because I'm just insane. And my parents were like, no, don't pack yet. Like you have 3 weeks, just chill out. Um, but yeah. It is important to me to avoid pain and suffering at all times.
That is a weird word choice. It is
Yeah.
important to
Pain,
me. I mean,
suffering.
like, I'd like to, but I know it's inevitable. And the further you avoid stuff, well, yeah, no. And then the further you avoid it, it's going to pop up in your face when you're not ready. And and then you're not going to be happy.
Yeah.
Kind of like I
I'm
was last night. Yeah. So,
inaccurate for that.
yeah, very inaccurate right there. I seek out experiences that I know will make me feel happy or excited. Yeah, a little too often, which is why I'm broke all the time.
I'm gonna say accurate for that.
Good.
I see the positive in every situation. It really depends on the situation. Like
Yeah,
sometimes it's like you get overwhelmed and you don't really know what's gonna happen type of thing.
right. I try
Uh,
to.
yeah, I try to. It's hard
Definitely
though.
try to. Yeah, it's difficult for sure. I'm
I'm
saying
gonna
neutral on that.
neutral, yeah.
Okay. I am not afraid to tell someone when I think they are wrong. Oh man, that's a great one.
Whoa.
Uh, mm,
Mm,
Sometimes I am afraid of it just for the sake of like, I don't know. It depends what they're wrong about. If they're just like acting like a teenager and it's getting on my nerves, I'm just gonna do my best to ignore it.
yeah.
But if they are sincerely wrong about something and spreading like very harmful rhetoric, then yeah, you have to
Yeah,
stand up, to people who are,
definitely.
spreading misinformation or very hateful, discriminatory,
Yeah,
viewpoints. Then you have to be
yeah,
like, hey, that's a little fucked up. Like,
yeah.
so I'm gonna say accurate.
I'm gonna say accurate too. I think when I was not even younger, but just like a couple years ago, I used to be such a people pleaser and just like not speak up when something
Yep.
was bothering
And
me or
that
like,
is what happens. People just walk all over you.
yep.
Right.
So
Sucks.
I let other people make the decisions. Oof.
Yeah.
Oh, where do you want to eat? Well, where do you want to eat?
I don't
I'm
know.
not that type of person. No, I
Oh my
don't. I don't
God.
know. I'm gonna
And then
say
I'll
accurate
suggest
for that.
something. Okay. I let other people make the decisions. It depends where I am. I'm gonna say neutral. All right, next page.
Next page.
2 out of 6. Thank you for bearing with us, folks.
Cool.
Um, I appreciate having rules that people are expected to follow. So I'm a clown every day of my life. So I'm gonna say inaccurate. I
I'm
like
gonna
that
say
other people follow
accurate.
the rules.
Yeah,
It
I'm
makes
such a
me
rule
look
follower.
like a duck ahead, but I'm not the one following protocol. Not all the time. Your turn.
I'm concerned about security more than anything else.
Security, how so? Like emotional
Yeah,
security?
I
I,
don't
I think that's
know.
what that means.
Yeah, I
Or
would say
just,
neutral for
yeah,
me.
yeah,
It's
just
like you don't
citizen.
really know what's gonna happen. You kind of have to be prepared for everything. Also, we need to stop like commenting about everything if we're
I
only on page
know.
two. So
It's
let's
gonna
just.
take forever.
I know.
All right, all
Let's just.
right. All right, cool.
Go
I
ahead.
think a lot about what will happen in the future. Yes, accurate.
Neutral for me. It just I don't know. You can't get wrapped up in it too much. I don't fit in with ordinary people.
What is this, Riverdale? Yeah, I'm gonna say inaccurate.
I'm gonna say neutral.
Good. There is rarely a good reason for changing how things are done. Um,
I would say inaccurate
I'm
for
gonna say
that.
inaccurate. I think a lot of things need changing.
I always finish my chores. That's a very accurate for me.
Inaccurate.
Ugh.
Sorry. I'm always trying to be a better person. Yes, very accurate. I'm trying. I don't always, or I would even say usually do so because it is part of learning and you fuck up and then you
Yeah.
get back up and then you make another mistake and then whatever. But I am always trying. I'm trying to
Yeah,
do
I would
better
say
by other
neutral.
people, by
Not
myself.
neutral, sorry. I would say
Very
accurate too.
accurate is what I
Yeah.
said. Yeah.
I check carefully for mistakes and errors. accurate sometimes. Oh my god! Literally earlier today, I left the stove on, and like,
That's a big error.
oh my god! And I'm usually so good about that. And like during dinner, my
Dude.
dad was like, "Oh, somebody left the stove on like during the like during lunchtime because like I had like 3 things on the stove because I like to cook."
Goes, haha,
Um,
damn, that's
and I was like,
crazy. I don't
"Ah,
know
oops."
who
I
did
know, literally, I
that.
was like, "Haha."
Damn, that would
But
never be me. That's
um,
funny.
but yeah, I'm usually good at that.
Mm, cool.
Um,
I like to be around people who I can help. Yeah. I mean, that's like my entire job.
I'm gonna say neutral.
Cool.
I don't know. I don't really like needy people. Unless like it depends on the context, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's just I have so much tolerance for that.
Right.
Like I wish, I don't know. Like I kind
Yeah.
of
Say
wish
it.
I
Say how you feel.
had, cuz I have friends who are like who want to be doctors, who are like, want to like save people's lives basically, and I'm just like I just
Well,
don't have that.
helping people can, I mean, it can come in any different kind of variety. I mean, there are people who think my life's work is to literally save lives. And then there are people who, take up tutoring because they want to help somebody understand calculus better.
Yeah.
Like you can, or people who step in and nanny to help single parents. I mean, you can help in any variety of the sense. You can do it for work or just it's part of like your life.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's that calling doesn't necessarily have to be your vocation, but do you like to be in a situation where you feel like you can be utilized?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I definitely like to be
Mhm.
helpful.
Right.
It's just I think like I struggle like I don't know, it's not like I feel bad about that, but I just like the people that I'm closest with are so passionate about that I'm just like I just don't have a desire to like do that or like put
And
in
it's a
so much
good thing that
effort
you
for someone
recognize that.
else. Cuz I did that for so long that
Mhm.
I'm just tired of it. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
that's like completely different context, but I don't know,
it's
that
important.
carries
No,
with you.
Enneagram is very fluid. It really does touch on pretty much every part of your life. So talk about it. But
Yeah.
that's why we're here. Your turn.
I like to feel that I am an important person in my social groups.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
accurate.
Duh. Alexa, play Life of the Party by All Time Low.
Oh my god, yes.
That's actually a song about waking up hungover. It's not actually about being the life of the
Yeah.
party. It is important to me to be
It's a sad
successful.
song.
It is a sad song. I kind of resonate though, and we'll talk about that in a later
No,
episode for sure. In
same. I
our
was
all-time low episode,
yes.
TM. Oh man, it is important for me to be successful.
Very
Yeah.
accurate.
I'm gonna
Very
say accurate, like gently accurate,
mm,
because successful can be like for me, successful is so long as you're happy.
yeah.
It's not necessarily
Measure
making
differently.
at least 200K a year. For some people, that's success. For me, I'm just like, fuck it. Like, I just want to be happy.
Yeah. The organizations I belong to would not function well without me. Whoa,
Bruh.
dude!
I think healthcare is just ready to drop my ass at any given moment. So I'm going to say very
Um,
inaccurate.
I mean, like okay, so I was the president of the Turkish Student Association at UNCC, and like
Flex.
okay, dead ass though, but I um hosted because like the international festival,
Yeah.
we had a booth for Turkey, and like I did that for 3 years, and like that would have not happened because like my parents are
Mhm.
like the head of an organization, and they're like that's literally their bread and butter. So like if I didn't learn that,
Yeah.
then like, I wouldn't have been able to pull that off. But like I'm gonna
Right.
say accurate,
Nice.
not to toot my own horn, but like I don't know.
Look,
I
dude,
care.
commend your
Like I
strength.
said earlier, like if I care about something, I'm gonna care about it, and not everybody
Exactly.
does. Go
Exactly.
ahead.
I often feel overtaken by my emotions. I do for sure. That's very accurate. Not
Yeah,
a good trait to have. Or, I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel everybody can get kind of wrapped up in their emotions sometimes, but you just have to learn how to bring yourself back down to earth.
definitely.
Believe me, I'm learning that every day in my damn life. Go ahead.
I have always felt different from other people. Very accurate.
She's
Very
not
accurate.
like the other girls.
No,
Yeah.
oh my
Yeah, I'm gonna
god.
say accurate for sure. Um, I like to analyze things from every angle. Yeah, I really couldn't care less. I
Inaccurate.
have 5 brain cells total.
Me and my two brain cells, they're right here on this podcast right now.
As that's what Erin will say when she's on a call with me and Abby. Oh
Yes.
man, it's true. I'm so honored to be one of your few brain cells. Do I get to come to grad school with you?
Ugh, dude, I wish I could just put you in my
Oh my
pocket.
god, I'll be visiting you. Don't have no doubt about that. When we record like in a room together, oh, it's
Oh my
on.
god, it's over for
It's
everybody.
over. It's going down.
We'd be too powerful.
Oh my god.
Um,
Erin's gonna like see me across the table like, Samantha, stop filing your nails. We're doing a
oh my
show.
I always have a plan for what I would do if things go wrong.
Not me. I'm gonna say inaccurate.
I'm gonna say
Sometimes I
neutral.
do. I avoid situations that bring up negative feelings. You know, I used to not do that, which was a good thing because dealing with negative things is the best way to get through them. And lately I've started falling into these patterns of like emotional escapism where I'm like, everything is great and I'm fine all the time. So yeah, I'm gonna say inaccurate.
I'm gonna say accurate. Like, dude, when I broke up with my ex, there were certain like roads that I just could not go to. Like, oh, that's the place that we broke up at. That's the place we would go for like dinner. And like, I
Yep.
just like now, like in the last couple of months, I've been like, whatever. But like,
Of course, you're like,
for a
it's literally
while,
just a
I
straight.
was just like, nope, I don't like even. I mean, even like today, like people like I saw something and I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna mute this person because I just don't want to see it. You know,
Exactly.
like out of sight, out of mind. So
Exactly.
I seek excitement.
A little too much. Yeah. So very accurate.
Accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next page. We are not even halfway through.
I know. Oh man. You freaking liar. You said this would take 10 minutes.
Okay, but we're kind of commenting about it
We
and like talking about it,
are.
So
I
if it was
know.
just us, then like
Mm.
whatever. Just go. It's fine.
I'm good at seeing the bright side of things when others complain. I'm definitely the one complaining, so inaccurate.
I'm gonna say accurate.
Good.
I do not hesitate to call people out when they're behaving badly.
That has a lot of connotations.
Accurate.
Neutral.
I say accurate. At a certain point, you just have to.
You have to. You have to cut it down. Hey, no, and that is part of being a good friend. Hey, you're being an asshole right now. Get it together.
Yeah.
Like that's not being mean. I mean, unless you do it all the time and the person's
Honestly,
being
I would
fine.
say that's being a better friend than just
It's
not
being a
saying
better friend.
letting them just be an asshole.
Yeah, pretty much. I go along with what other people want. Neutral. Depends when and where.
Neutral.
For sure.
People should follow the rules instead of doing what they feel like doing.
I disagree.
Agree.
On God. I seek out relationships that offer me some kind of protection. Man, I didn't think I used to be that kind of person, but as I kind of confided in you recently, I have a really hard time being alone. And part of, emotional protection is having somebody at your side. So I would say neutral.
I would say neutral too.
Mm-hmm.
I can clearly visualize what could happen in the future. Inaccurate.
No,
I feel like
not
I never
accurate at all.
because there's just curveballs constantly.
So many curveballs. Did anyone predict this damn pandemic? I don't think so.
No. Go ahead.
Average people often find me a bit weird. I'm not like other girls. I did wear Converse to prom, but yeah, I'd say accurate.
I like to do things as I've always done them.
No. Or you know what? Neutral. Depends what.
Yeah, same.
I persist until a task is done. No, definitely a finish it a third of the way kind of person. Good for you.
Accurate.
Good for you.
I spend time trying to discover and correct my faults and weaknesses.
Yes, actually, I would say accurate.
Neutral.
I hold myself to very high standards. Nah.
Neutral.
All right.
I'm a natural caretaker.
Nope.
Very accurate.
Can barely take care of myself. I want people to admire me. Yes. Fortune and glory, kid.
Neutral. I want to achieve a lot in my life. Very accurate.
Good. I'm saying neutral. If I'm honest, I feel that I'm a bit better than other people. Yeah.
Oh. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so if I'm honest, I feel that I'm a bit better than other people. That's not to say that I exhibit that a lot. So I'm saying
No,
accurate.
I mean, like, I think you can, like, you know, you don't have to act like you're better than people, but, like, you can kind of see other people's faults and, like,
Well,
oh, I don't want
integrity
to
is
end
a
up like
value. Exactly. Integrity is something to be noted.
yeah.
For sure.
I mean, like, you don't have to like say like, oh, I'm better than you, or like, you're technically on the same level as everybody, but there's just like
Yeah, of
certain
course.
things that like.
Mhm.
I feel a deep sense of grief for what I've lost. No.
So many brain cells.
Oh.
Inaccurate. Or
Yeah.
neutral, actually, because I'm kind of unfazed by it. I am an unusual sort of person. Why do I keep getting like the I'm a quirky person
Yeah.
questions? I'm an unusual. I don't think I'm abnormal per se.
Yeah.
I think I can be a fucking weirdo, but yeah, I'm saying neutral.
I take time to understand things more deeply than most people do. Very
No.
inaccurate.
Yeah.
No.
That. Cool. Page 4.
Now we are halfway there.
Oh God. Here we go.
Go ahead.
It is important for me to be prepared for any emergency. I'm definitely like the second or third person to die in the zombie apocalypse, so I'm gonna say inaccurate.
I'm gonna say neutral.
Good.
I distract myself from any sad feelings that arise.
I do. Yep, that's accurate.
Neutral. I try not
Fantastic.
to, but it just be like that sometimes.
I often make changes in my life when things get boring. I try to. So yeah, I'll say accurate.
Yeah, me too. I tend to be more optimistic than most people.
No.
I'm gonna say yes.
I'm a Capricorn. I cannot even intend to be optimistic intentionally. However, you are as well. So that's true.
Yeah, it just depends.
For sure. I tell people what I think, even if it is hard to hear. If it's important enough, then yes. I'm not going to just shove my opinions down everybody's throats just for the sake of free
Yeah,
speech and I can say whatever I want. It's like, if it's worth mentioning, then yeah. So accurate.
I say neutral. I would rather follow the group than push for what I want.
Nope, not true. I'm going to
Neutral.
say inaccurate. I feel comfortable in organizations with a clear hierarchy. Yeah, actually, I really do like having that structure. So
Yeah, me too.
cool.
I take measures to protect myself and my loved ones from harm. Um, it's not like I'm like in dangerous situations like fucking
Yeah,
knock
I
on wood.
wouldn't think that I am either. I'm going to say neutral in a sense that it's like non-applicable.
Yeah,
I make plans for many years into the future. Literally, I don't even know what I want for lunch tomorrow. So no.
yeah, yeah. Me neither.
I dislike trying new methods or procedures. Neutral. Depends what
Yeah,
it is.
neutral.
Yeah, these are getting
I
hella
focus
redundant.
on my responsibilities and duties. Yes,
No.
big yes.
I read books that help me be more productive or better at what I do. I'm at like an 8th grade reading level. I don't do that for fun. I
I've been
can't
trying
say
to do
that this
that
is, yeah, I've been trying to read more too. There's some books that I've really picked up that I'm enjoying. Red and Link's book is the best. Yeah, I'm passing it on to you when
more.
I'm
That's
done.
not like a novel, though. I mean, does it
It's
have?
not, I know, it's very like reading for entertainment for
Yeah,
sure.
I put a lot of pressure on myself to do things right.
Yeah, sounds like
Yes, too
Aaron.
much, too
Yeah,
much.
not
It's
accurate at
bad.
all. I take the initiative to help other people and make their lives easier. No, because I'm not an Enneagram
Neutral.
type 2. Nerds.
I put in the effort to make a good impression on other people.
Yes. Accurate.
Neutral, I guess. I don't know. It's not like I'm an asshole or anything like that.
Yeah.
Try.
Impressions are
Oh, I think,
strange, right? Heard. I set ambitious goals for myself. No.
yes.
Oh my God. Literally, just me waking up on time for work is a victory.
I'm an important member of my social groups.
Hell the
I
fuck
mean, I would
yeah.
like to hope so. I'm gonna say
Let it be
yes.
known that we were like, yo, y'all, we're having a joint birthday party, and everyone on that damn list showed up. So I'd say we're
That's
important.
true. That's true.
We're so
Ow, I cry
important.
every time. I
I
miss
know.
going out.
Dude, if Rona interferes with us, I swear to fucking God, if we're quarantined in
It's on site.
December, it is on site. 2 Capricorns versus coronavirus, which is like probably a Pisces. I don't know. I can describe my emotions in a lot of depth and detail. Yeah. Well, so I say that because my thoughts, I think that I'm thinking so in depth about it, and then I try to vocalize it, and it's a lot of I don't know. I feel like I don't know, and I'm always backtracking, and I say IDK 1,000 times. So I'm gonna say
I
neutral.
have a hard time talking about my feelings, and I've been trying to get better at it, but sometimes I just like will not talk about it.
Heart who? Yeah.
I often feel like an outsider.
Not really.
Neutral.
Neutral. I find my mind to be a very interesting place. My mind is garbage. Okay. I disparage myself a lot on this show. Y'all, I actually do have a good bout of confidence and self-esteem. It's just it's an earth sign thing. It's an Enneagram type 4 thing. You wouldn't get it.
I'm gonna say accurate because I'm a creative person and I do art
Yes,
and
very
like
much
music
so.
and stuff like that.
Totally. It's interesting. And of course that doesn't just it doesn't stem from nothing.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm always aware of what can go wrong in a situation. I mean, that's kind of the ideal situation, but that's not always the case.
I'd like to think
Neutral.
so. Yeah, inaccurate. I have many ways of avoiding situations that get me down. Ha ha ha. Yeah, just go to another concert. Just go see your friends and stop thinking about what's bothering you and put unhealthy things in your body. It's fine. You'll be fine. Don't feel sad. Feel
Neutral.
happy.
I'm always up for a new adventure.
Bitches be like,
Ah,
let's go on an adventure and then ride the light rail.
dead ass though. I'm gonna say neutral.
Same. Actually, accurate. I believe that things usually work out for the best. Yes, I am a
Yes.
heavy
Yes.
believer in fate. Heavy. Okay,
Yeah.
your turn.
I stand up for what I believe in, even if it upsets other people. Wow,
I
this is also
said defend pop punk. Yes. So
so
very
yeah.
accurate. What are we defending pop punk against? Who's trying to fight it? I let other people take the lead. Neutral.
Neutral. I dislike people who disrupt things by breaking the rules. Yeah.
Inaccurate. I'm gonna say no. I make alliances with people who can help me stay safe and secure. Yeah, I would say so. You
Yeah.
got to have each
I'd
other's
say yes
backs.
too.
You know, your solid girl gang.
Yeah. GG. I am often looking ahead towards what is coming next. That's so you.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I'm a very what's next kind of person. Dr. Seuss says, "Oh, the
I'm gonna
places
say
you'll go." I took
neutral.
that a little too seriously as a kid. So I'm gonna say accurate. I have different interests than most people. Yeah, that's not true. I'm pretty
Yes.
much the standard 23-year-old.
I am.
So inaccurate.
The traditional way of doing things is the best way. Neutral.
No. I am a responsible and reliable person. Brother, none of those. Nothing about that sentence can be applied to me. So no.
Very accurate for me.
Good.
I have a lot of
Somebody has to
plans
do
for
it.
how I can improve myself.
Yes,
Uh,
very much. Very accurate.
Neutral.
I make sure that even the small details are correct. Yeah, I really couldn't care less, honestly.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
I enjoy caring for others and their needs.
Neutral.
Neutral.
I want to be the person that others can look up to. In a sense, yeah. I mean, not in terms of, not being reckless or, the choices I make, but I want to portray myself as somebody who's inspired and determined
Yeah.
and confident. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
me too.
absolutely.
Yeah.
In that sense, yes.
Yeah, my parents, like, they have a lot of friends who are maybe like 10, 20 years younger than them, and they have kids who are like in grade school and like teenagers, and they all kind of like look up to me. Or like my dad said that to me the other day, and he was like, you're kind of like a role model
Oh,
for all of them. And I was like, Oh, really? So yeah,
That
sometimes
is
I feel like I have to
flattering.
be
Yeah, for sure.
responsible. Yeah. I push myself to succeed. Accurate.
That is you.
Wait.
Yes, last
We're so,
page. God damn, finally. Okay.
I know.
I believe
Go
it's my
ahead.
turn.
Yep.
Delightful. I make important contributions to my community. Uh, you know, yeah, lately I've definitely stepped up with activism and really taking a step back and listening to my community's narrative rather than asserting my own. So I dare to say
Yeah.
yes.
I'd say yes too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I really have strong emotions.
Bruh, I'm a woman.
Laughs.
Smashes the inaccurate button so hard.
Inaccurate.
I feel like I never truly belong in social groups. Yeah, that couldn't be further from the truth.
Ooh, sometimes I feel like that, but I'm gonna say inaccurate. I would say
Can
never, but
anybody hear
sometimes.
me? Am I
Not
talking
my
to
social group
myself?
currently, but like in the past, like definitely
Right.
like
Which is why you abandoned said groups.
exactly.
Exactly. You outgrow it. It's about outgrowing it. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I want to learn as much as I can about how the world works. Um, Maybe not how the world works, but more like technical stuff. Like I love to
Yeah.
learn like, behind the scenes of like how to,
Yeah.
make a
I
movie,
think that
make a
counts.
podcast, like stuff like
Huh?
that.
Yes.
So I'm gonna say yes.
Absolutely, ma'am. I'm saying neutral. It is important for me to understand what can go wrong in a situation. We've been asked this question like 5 times in
Yeah,
different
I
wording.
know. I
Yeah,
feel like my
so
answers
exactly.
are the same or like different each
Mhm.
time though.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say neutral.
Do you do you ever notice? Okay, you know when you and I'm not sure how many jobs you've applied for that make you take like a questionnaire. They do that on purpose. They'll ask you kind of the same question, but format it differently to make sure that you're paying attention and that you're not lying. I
I
hate
like
that.
that.
Well, I like it too, but then it takes forever, and I'm like, man, I
Yeah,
don't want to take this in the first place. I
yeah.
have the work ethic of a toaster, so it is important for me. I already read that. I'm gonna say inaccurate because I don't care. Go ahead.
I take steps to ensure I don't feel sad or lonely.
I'm trying.
Quarantine be hitting me too hard for this. I'm gonna say neutral.
Quarantine feels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say neutral. Actually, no, accurate because I'd be doing the most. Um, Trying new things keeps life interesting. Absolutely,
Yes.
check that
Accurate.
box.
I'm an upbeat person.
Damn straight.
I don't know. I'm like define upbeat though, because I feel like I'm
I
pretty chill, but still like
Yeah, I think
be around.
upbeat indicates like high energy.
Yeah, I'm gonna say neutral. I'm not like
Yeah,
that high energy, but I'm not like
right. But you're not like
dull.
dead either.
Yeah, I'm just chill.
Nope, just brain dead. I am usually the one who takes a stand when others won't. I would like to believe that that's me, but honestly, I can really be a coward sometimes. So I would say neutral. Sometimes yes, other times no.
I'm gonna say inaccurate. I feel like other people. I feel like people. I don't. Sometimes I don't feel listened to or heard, so I'm just like, somebody else can like deal with it. You know what I mean?
Right. Mhm.
Which is kind of sad to say, but like, you know,
Yeah. No, I hear you.
yeah. Other people have stronger opinions than I do. Yeah.
How do you know? Like, you're not in other people's
I
heads.
don't know. I guess like from social media or like what people talk
Probably.
about.
People express their opinions more strongly
Yeah.
than I do. I think is a
Yeah.
better way to word that.
Exactly.
I, Samantha Assail, know better than the Enneagram Institute, is what I just said with that. So, you know what? I'm pretty vocal and passionate about what I talk about, what's on my mind. So I'm going to say inaccurate. Everybody has a role to play in society and a duty to do their best. Absolutely, 100%. Yes.
Yeah. I'm concerned with protecting what I have.
That's weird.
It's kind of like the whole like
Not
security thing.
really. Yeah, that makes sense. I
I'm gonna
think
say
it's more like I'm
neutral.
concerned with holding on to what I have. Yeah. Rather
Yeah.
than protecting it being like, you can't touch it. It's like, please, I don't want to lose this.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to say neutral as well. I have a good sense of what my future holds. The future is
I
looking
wish.
very uncertain right now. So
Yeah.
go ahead.
I'm just gonna. Oh, I'm just like I don't know, thinking about like, oh, you just graduated from college. What are you gonna do next? And like I didn't know. And then like now people asking me like, what are you gonna do after grad school? And I'm like, bro, I haven't even started grad school. Like, I don't.
Exactly. Well, if you
And it's
just
just
assume
so.
that Rona's not going to knock us all out, what do you mean,
I
what
mean,
am
it's
I
not
going to
even
do?
about. It's just
I
like
know
in
it
general,
is.
it's like, oh, what are you gonna do after? What are you gonna do after? It's like,
Can you
dude,
just
let me
let me
just
celebrate the last
now,
accomplishment and enjoy this? Exactly.
right?
Okay.
I'm an average
So
person with ordinary
I
likes and
know.
dislikes.
Okay. I'm just like any other
Mommy.
guy, running through the six with my woes. I'm gonna say like inaccurate. That's weird. I don't like that question.
I don't like
NA.
that either.
I try new ways of doing things just to see if they will work. Sometimes, yeah. So I'll say neutral.
Oh,
Aaron's
inaccurate for
very
me.
orthodox when it comes to things that are calculated.
Yes, I'm very calculated.
Oh my God, we're almost at the end.
I know. Oh my god. I have a great deal of willpower. Very accurate.
Yeah, me too. Last
Nice.
question. Self improvement is a
Ish.
major interest of mine. Damn right it is. Get my results. It's
Let's
funny
do
that
it.
we're taking this and we already know our types. I'm curious if it's going to be accurate. And
Whoa.
yeah, there were no way.
What'd you
Hold
get?
on. It's so it shows me a pie chart. It's there are
Yeah.
two fragments that look equal. The 4 and the 7 are like identical.
Mine is the
Wow.
same with 1 and 3. So I got 1 and 3.
Whoa. Hold up. So, oh wait, no, scroll down to the bottom. It says what you're a match with. Oh wait,
Yeah.
no, a
And
match like what you're compatible with. Never mind.
okay, so if you
So
scroll at the bottom, it says like your type in depth, and then like your primary is this, and then like if you scroll down, it just says all three or all 9 types of the
primary
Enneagram, and
type
it's
is the
like talking
7.
about.
Brother, you wish. I can see that though. I have a kind of a 7ish personality.
Type 1 can be thought of as the perfectionist. One's place a lot of emphasis on following the rules and doing things correctly. My discipline is 19 out of 20. I mean,
My enthusiasm is 19 out of 20. That's cute.
so you said you were in between 3 and 7? Or no,
No,
4
so
and 7.
so I looked at the pie chart and then it looked like 4, which is I know my type is 4. And it looked identical to the 7. Apparently 7's bigger. It says your primary type is 7. So
What's the.
7s are defined the enthusiast, the party person basically. 7s are defined by their desire to experience everything good and pleasurable that the world has to offer while avoiding pain, boredom, and limitations. Man, I that's pretty spot on. Although 7s appear enthusiastic and fun loving, deep down they have a fear of getting struck in negative emotions. Thus, they tend to disconnect from their deeper feelings, instead, focusing on their imagination and zest for life to keep them moving forward and gathering new pleasurable experiences. That's definitely been more relevant in my young adult life, but I'm totally a 4.
Bro, I saw like mine. It says at their core, ones are the model child of the Enneagram world, dutiful, responsible, and perfection seeking.
Oh, Aaron being the poster child again.
In a sense, they believe that they know exactly how to perfect the world, and they wonder why others do not see it. Many ones proselytize. The fuck is that word?
I've never heard that word before.
About the one true set of rules, the one true course of actions, or how things ought to be. Okay, so my percentage for 1 is 98%, and then my 3 is 89%, and that's the
I
achiever.
can see. I think that your point of integration is the 3. Now, consider the
I
3 is the perfectionist. A lot of famous people are 3s. Like a
Interesting.
very it's funny to know celebrities Enneagram types like Paul McCartney's a 3. And
Really?
he's been project after project.
Oh,
Oh
no
yeah.
doubt.
Yeah, famous
No doubt.
3. Like a famous 4 I know is Stevie Nicks. Like you can see it for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that is super cool. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I can see both types applying to you equally, but you're definitely a
Me too.
1.
What's
Yeah.
your lowest one?
Like the one I'm least compatible or the
Yeah.
one that's the smallest? 5. Yeah.
Me
Sounds about
too.
right.
Me too.
Really? I thought you were a
Yeah.
5 at first. Yeah, the 5s are the very left brain people. And I'm like, yeah, that ain't me, dog. But I
Yeah,
cannot
same.
believe 7's the primary one. Oh man,
Yeah,
my
that's
mom
crazy. You
just
have
got
to
a
tell your
cold
mom
chill.
that.
I will. Yeah, I'm gonna send her the results and she's gonna be like, that's fake. Do it again. Yeah, that was fun. I'm glad that we tapped into that, talked about it a bit more. I love exploring personality types. It is enjoyable.
All right, well, that was our episode for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed that. You can go follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and you can also email us at irritablybraindeadpodcast@gmail.com, and we'll see you guys next week.
Absolutely. Stay safe, stay hydrated, check on your friends. This is a really weird time to be alive, and I think just shooting somebody a "Hey, how are you doing?" text, it can really make someone's day. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's about all, and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.
Irritably Braindead.